Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Some hours ago, Ohanaeze practically made a U-turn over the issue of their son or any of their illustrious son vying for the position of the vice president. As ever since Atiku Abubakar have gotten the flag bearer's ticket for PDP, he's actually scouting for a vice presidential candidate who has the influence and what it takes, okay, to go on the polls with him. Okay, but right now it looks like Ohanaeze is on their own, on the assertion of making a U-turn on that. In fact, a lot of people have been warned. A lot of youths have dared to do this, and they're already calling out their politicians to listen. Before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, consequent on the extant political conspiracy against Southeast presidential aspirant in PDP, the Apex Sociocultural Youth Organization of Ohanaeze Worldwide, Ohanaeze Youth Council, has assured Alhaji Atiku Abubakar that his anticipated unity of Nigeria will end in deadlock. Speaking in a press statement dated on the 2nd of June 2022, with a journalist at the Sheraton Hotel of Abuja, the national president of OYC, Comrade Ibayaka, lamented that, contrary to Atiku's campaign promises, hence bringing national unity, his emergence to preside over the affairs of the country would rather automatically result in the nation's extinction if proper care is not exercised. Hear him. It will be recalled that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, after his dollarized vote buy-in in PDP primaries, said, and I quote, "The reason I feel that unity is important is because APC has disunited Nigerians completely. I will work to restore unity and bring a sense of belonging to all Nigerians." Reacting to Atiku's comment, the national president of Ohanaeze Youth Council, Comrade Igbo Ayaka, described Atiku's emergence as PDP flag bearer an epitome of national disaster and disunity. The statement read and I quote, and I quote, "Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is an instrument of national and political disaster in Nigeria. Alhaji Atiku's emergence is a sign of disunity and tribalism that will lead Nigeria into explosion. Those who speak for unity of Nigeria but are devoid of fairness, justice, and equity have already murdered unity in Nigeria. There's no doubt that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's decision to pick PDP's presidential ticket is a demonstration of secession that will definitely hit Nigeria, and is a deliberate call for what happened in Nigeria beginning from 1966 to 1970. If just one region, I take that again, if just one region keeps producing the president of Nigeria against Southeast that's only produced president or head of state since 57 years ago, then there is no basis for unity or Nigerian unity. Atiku may have gotten the ticket to contest the election in 2023, but there might not be a Nigeria to govern if Southeast is denied president. Those who are holding PDP tickets in Southeast from House of Assembly, House of Representatives, Senate, and governors should know from this day, the 2nd of June of 2022, that they are holding counterfeit. They wouldn't have any ground in Southeast for such campaign or even winning an election. As PDP has rejected Southeast presidential aspirant, we shall collectively teach PDP a lesson that will remain historical, a lesson that will be taught in our government classes, that there was a year when Indigo collectively rejected a certain political party, PDP, that rejected them. Continuing, he said, on May 28, 2022, PDP insulted, humiliated, and demonstrated that Indigbos were slaves. If one person wins election in PDP's ticket in Southeast in the forthcoming election, then it therefore means Indigbo have accepted slavery for our children. PDP have proved itself as an enemy to Igbo, so we shall also reciprocate such rejection gesture and teach them a generational and historical lesson, Ibayaka declared. I call on pro-Biafrans, IPOB, MASOB and so on to open their eyes and see the real enemies of Igbo. It's obvious that Igbo political elite contributed 75% of marginalization and injustice against Igbo, not totally Hausa or Fulani as those political looters in Southeast have made us to believe. Therefore, PDP stakeholders are the face of saboteurs in Southeast. We hereby inform Jim Nwobodo, Professor Udanta, Okezu Ikpezu, Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi, Emeka Ihedioha, Senator Sam Dadi Enemeka Anyanwu, and cohorts to get ready to fight it out with Igbo youth. Unfortunately, Jim Nwobodo, Professor Udanta, Okeze Ikpezu, Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi, Emeka Ihedioha, and co have written their names in the book of Southeast betrayers and saboteurs. We shall keep this list for memorial, he lamented. All right, look, I understand the feelings, but the truth is, can we get very practical here? The truth of the matter is, before even the Igbos lost out, they actually didn't want to win, with due respect to all the Igbos in our platform. How would you have delegates who came to vote in PDP? How many of them came? How many voted for their brother against the backdrop of money-induced vote? Your brother came, brought you in, or wanted you to be a delegate. You got there and you said to vote who you think is right. If you want to go on the grounds of ethnicity. Okay, so if you ask me, not everybody will buy the idea of boycotting elections to 2023 Saudis. I'm just speaking my mind. Okay, but then there's also that issue of enforcing it. I still hold this opinion, and I hold it very dear, that the Southeastern elders, Southeastern political elite should actually hold a stakeholders meeting with their illustrious children. Okay, their sons, their daughters, those agitating, those who don't believe in one Nigeria, those who believe that they're marginalized and they need a better deal. I think they should come together in one voice and ask themselves, what really do we want? Are we truly marginalized, or did we marginalize ourselves? And if we're truly marginalized, can't we bring out a formal front, one person, and everybody cast their vote? One would say, okay, why not do Peter Obi? Then they all have their reason. That's the more reason why they all need to come together. Okay, marshal out a tactics of a style, and find out one person they feel they are comfortable with. They all have to be in agreement and do the needful, or else they will continually keep parabolating politically without hitting the nail on the head. That's we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. Also, take 2